Did you know the earliest gears date back to ancient Greece? The content of this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as professional advice. Any resemblance to real-life events or persons is purely coincidental. Are you curious about the hidden mechanics that make our world tick? Welcome to another episode where we explore the fascinating world of everyday mechanics. Today we're diving deep into the unsung heroes that make our daily lives a bit easier. Gears? Whether you're a DIY enthusiast or just curious about how things work, this video is for you. So sit back, relax, and let's get geared up for an enlightening journey. You need to watch this if you struggle with fixing things around the house. Remember that time you tried fixing a toaster with a butter knife? It seemed like a good idea at the time, right? You thought, how hard can it be? After all, it's just a toaster. But as you pried it open, you quickly realized that maybe, just maybe, a butter knife wasn't the best tool for the job. Yeah, me too. I remember thinking I could save a few bucks and feel like a DIY hero. Spoiler alert, it didn't go as planned. Turns out using the wrong tools for the job usually ends with sparks, confusion, and a trip to the appliance store. It's a classic case of overestimating our abilities and underestimating the complexity of the task at hand. The toaster, once a simple breakfast companion, suddenly becomes a formidable opponent. That's where gears come in. Gears are like the right tools inside machines, making sure everything runs smoothly. They are the unsung heroes of the mechanical world, turning chaos into order with their precise movements. Without them, our everyday appliances would be nothing more than expensive paperweights, or at least smoother than my toaster repair skills. It's fascinating how something so small can have such a big impact. Those tiny gears inside the toaster are what make it pop up your bread perfectly every morning. When they work, we don't even notice them. But when they fail, well, we all know how that story goes. One time, I tried to build a robot that could make pancakes. I thought it would be a fun weekend project. I had visions of waking up to the smell of fresh pancakes without lifting a finger. I thought I was a genius using rubber bands and old CDs as gears. I mean, how hard could it be to replicate the intricate workings of a professional kitchen appliance? Spoiler alert, very hard. And let's just say the only thing my robot made was a loud mess and a strong craving for takeout. The kitchen looked like a pancake batter bomb had gone off, and my dreams of a pancake-making robot were dashed. But hey, at least I learned a valuable lesson about the importance of proper engineering. It turns out gears are a bit more complicated than just sticking round things together. They require precision, planning, and a deep understanding of mechanics. Each gear must be perfectly aligned and calibrated to work in harmony with the others. It's a delicate dance of metal and motion, but hey, at least I learned the hard way and provided some entertainment for the neighbors. Every failed project is a step closer to understanding how things work. And who knows, maybe one day I'll get that pancake-making robot up and running. Until then, I'll stick to using the right tools for the job and leave the complex engineering to the expert. We've all seen gears on bikes, right? Those toothy wheels connected by a chain helping us pedal uphill without breaking a sweat. Too much? But gears are way more common than you might think. They're hiding in cars, clocks, elevators, even electric toothbrushes. Basically, a gear is just a wheel with teeth. These teeth are the key. They fit together like puzzle pieces. So when one gear turns, it makes the other gear turn too. It's like a conga line for wheels, but instead of awkward dance moves, they're busy making things work. Now here's the cool part. Gears don't just make things turn, they can also change how fast or slow things go. This is one of the fundamental principles of mechanics and engineering. Gears are everywhere, from the simplest toys to the most complex machinery. They help us control motion and force in ways that are both efficient and effective. Think about shifting gears on a bike. When you shift to a lower gear, it becomes easier to pedal, but you don't go as fast. This is because the gears are changing the ratio of how much force you need to apply versus how much distance you cover. It's a perfect example of how gears can make a task easier or harder depending on the situation. A small gear turning a big gear makes the big one go slower but with more force. This is often used in situations where you need a lot of power but not a lot of speed, like in a clock or a winch. The small gear, also known as the pinion, transfers its motion to the larger gear, which then moves more slowly but with greater torque. It's like having a friend help you push a heavy box. You move slower, but you can actually move the darn thing. The combined effort makes the task manageable, just like how the small gear helps the larger gear move with more force. This principle is used in many mechanical systems to make heavy lifting or moving easier. On the other hand, a big gear turning a small gear makes the small one go faster. This is useful in applications where speed is more important than force, like in a fan or a blender. The larger gear, often called the driver, imparts its motion to the smaller gear, which then spins much faster. This is like when you spin a basketball on your finger. The faster you spin, the faster the ball goes. The same principle applies to gears. The larger gear's slower, more powerful motion translates into the smaller gear's faster, less powerful motion. It's a trade-off between speed and force. Gears just give you more control over that spinning power. They allow us to fine-tune the balance between speed and force, making machines more versatile and efficient. Whether it's in a car, a clock, or a simple toy, gears are the unsung heroes that keep things running smoothly. They are a testament to human ingenuity and the power of simple mechanical principles. Section 4. Gearly wonders from ancient times to today. The first gears were probably invented by some clever folks back in ancient Greece. They used them for everything from moving heavy stuff to telling time. And get this, some of those ancient gear mechanisms are still working today. Fast forward a few thousand years and gears are everywhere. We have tiny gears in watches that keep time with amazing accuracy, and giant gears in wind turbines that generate clean energy. Gears are even used in space, helping satellites stay pointed in the right direction. Talk about an out-of-this-world invention. Section 5. Why gears matter beyond the laughs. Okay, so gears might not be the most exciting thing to talk about at a party. Imagine you're at a lively gathering and someone suddenly brings up the topic of gears. You might see a few eyes glaze over and people might start looking for the nearest exit. It's not exactly the kind of conversation starter that gets everyone buzzing with excitement. Unless you're at a party for mechanical engineers, then you do you. In that case, you might find yourself in the midst of animated discussions about gear ratios, torque, and the latest advancements in gear technology. For those folks, gears are not just a topic of conversation, they're a passion, a way of life. But here's the thing, gears are essential. They are the backbone of so many devices and machines that we rely on every single day. From the moment you wake up to the sound of your alarm clock, to the time you brush your teeth with an electric toothbrush, gears are quietly working behind the scenes to make your life easier. They're the unsung heroes of the machine world, quietly making everything work. Think about the clock on your wall, the car you drive, or even the blender you use to make your morning smoothie. All of these devices depend on gears to function smoothly and efficiently. Without them, our daily routines would come to a grinding halt. Without gears, we wouldn't have cars, airplanes, computers, or even electric toothbrushes. Imagine a world where transportation is limited to walking or riding a horse, where communication is done through handwritten letters, and where household chores take up most of your day. Gears have revolutionized the way we live, work, and play. And let's be honest, life would be much less minty fresh without those. The simple act of brushing your teeth, something we often take for granted, is made so much more effective and enjoyable thanks to the gears inside your electric toothbrush. It's a small example, but it highlights just how integral gears are to our everyday lives. So the next time you see a gear, give it a little nod of appreciation. Whether it's in a piece of heavy machinery or a tiny gadget, that gear is playing a crucial role in making things work smoothly. It's a small gesture, but it acknowledges the importance of these often overlooked components. It's doing more than you think. Gears are not just mechanical parts. They are the driving force behind innovation and progress. So let's take a moment to appreciate the gears that keep our world turning, quite literally.
Section 6. Future gears. Get ready to be amazed. Now let's get to the fun part, the future of gears. Imagine gears so small they're invisible to the naked eye, working inside our bodies to deliver medicine or repair damaged cells. Or how about giant gears powering spaceships to distant galaxies and beyond?
And who knows, maybe one day we'll even have self-assembling gears like something out of a Transformers movie. They could build bridges, skyscrapers, even entire cities, all with the help of those trusty, toothy wheels. Section 7. Gearing up for a brighter future. So there you have it. Gears. They're not just round things with teeth. They're the unsung heroes of the machine world, making everything from toasters to spaceships possible. They've been around for centuries, and they're only getting more important and amazing as technology advances. Next time you see a gear, take a moment to appreciate the simple brilliance of this invention. It might just inspire you to go out and build something amazing yourself. Just maybe skip the butter knife this time, okay? If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification button.